You know that feeling when you're scrolling through Etsy and you see something and think, hey, I could totally make that. Well, what if I told you that you really can build an entire business selling digital designs you whip up in your spare time? Today, we're going to dive into exactly that, how to legally and successfully sell your own Canva templates on Etsy.
I mean, just imagine for a second starting a side hustle where you never have to worry about storing products, you never have to pack a single box, and you definitely don't have to make any runs to the post office. That's the dream, right? And it's a huge reason why digital products have just completely taken over.
And right at the front of this whole digital wave, you guessed it, Canva templates on Etsy. They are one of the best ways for beginners to get started because you're selling something super valuable. You're not just selling a design, you're selling your customers a shortcut. You're saving them a ton of time and effort.
So, to get you started off on the right foot, here's our game plan. We're going to start with why this is such a huge opportunity. Then we'll get into the really crucial part, the rules of the game. After that, we'll cover the creation process and what actually sells. And finally, we'll answer that big question, is it all worth it?
Okay, so let's zoom out and look at the big picture here. The demand for digital products is just skyrocketing. People want designs they can quickly edit for everything, from their Instagram feed to their wedding invitations. And Canva templates are just the perfect entry point for creators because you don't need a warehouse, you just need a good idea.
So let's get right to it. Can you actually do this? The answer is a huge yes. But, and this is a really important but, it comes with some conditions. You can't just take a template someone else made and resell it. Understanding how to do this the right way is what's going to set you up for a long-term business and keep your shop safe.
And that brings us to what might just be the most critical part of this entire explainer, the rules of the game. Seriously, understanding Canva's licensing policy isn't just a suggestion, it's absolutely essential if you want to build a real business and avoid some really common and costly mistakes.
So let's break it down, and it's actually way simpler than it sounds. The golden rule is originality. You have to create your own unique designs. Now, you can totally use Canva's photos, graphics, and fonts, but they have to be part of your larger original creation. What you can't do is just find a template, change the colors, and call it your own. And a massive no-no is trying to sell individual stock photos or graphics that you got from Canva.
If you only remember one thing from this section, let it be this phrase, because it comes directly from Canva. Add substantial creative value. That right there is the core idea behind all of their rules. Your design can't just be a tiny little tweak. It has to be something new and transformative. Okay, so what does substantial creative value actually mean in plain English? Well, it means your design is unique because you've moved things around, you've combined different elements, and you've created something that solves a real problem for somebody. I love this analogy. Think of Canva as your toolbox, not the finished product. You're the one who has to build something new with those tools.
All right, we made it through the rules. Now we can get to the really fun part, the creative process. I'm going to walk you through a super simple 4-step workflow that takes your idea from just a blank page to a finished product ready to sell on Etsy.
And here's the whole process in a nutshell. Step 1, you design your awesome original template. Step 2, inside Canva, you generate a special template link. Step 3, you pop that link into a simple PDF file. And finally, step 4, you upload that one PDF to your Etsy listing. That's it. And that automation is what makes this such a perfect source for passive income.
Now, you want a pro tip that'll make your shop look amazing right from the start? Don't just send a raw link. Instead, package it all up in a nicely branded PDF. Put your template link in there, add some clear instructions, and maybe even a quick usage license. This not only protects you, but it gives your customer a way more professional and polished experience.
So, making a beautiful and totally legal template is one thing, but you also have to make something that people are actually looking for. This is where a little bit of research makes all the difference. So let's take a look at some of the hottest, most profitable niches on Etsy right now. First up, and this one is huge, is social media. Specifically, Instagram templates for posts, stories, and reels. I mean, think about it. Influencers, coaches, small businesses, they all need a constant stream of high-quality content, and your templates can save them a ton of time.
Next up, we have planners and journals. This is and has always been one of the biggest and most profitable categories on Etsy. We're talking daily planners, weekly schedules, goal-setting journals, habit trackers. People just love tools that help them get organized. Now, here's a niche that we call evergreen, meaning it's always in demand. Resumes and LinkedIn banners. Job seekers and professionals are always looking for a way to stand out from the crowd, and a clean, modern template is an easy way for them to do just that.
Invitations are another massive market. For weddings, birthdays, baby showers, you name it. Customers absolutely love that they can buy an editable, instant download design, customize it themselves, and print it right at home. It saves them time and money.
And finally, think about selling to other entrepreneurs. Business marketing kits that include things like flyers, lead magnets, or workbook templates are a fantastic niche. You're basically creating tools that help other small businesses succeed, which is pretty cool.
So, after looking at the opportunity, the rules, the whole process, and the top niches, we get to the bottom line. Is this side hustle actually worth your time and energy?
The final verdict is a definite yes, as long as you play by the rules we talked about. It costs almost nothing to start, it's totally beginner-friendly, and of course there's no inventory or shipping to deal with. But really, the biggest win? You can scale this into a real source of passive income, because the demand for digital downloads is only going up.
So, when you boil it all down, the formula is pretty simple. Create something original, follow the licensing rules, and deliver it in a smart way. That's your recipe for a scalable digital business. The tools are there, the market is ready and waiting, so the only real question left is, what will you create first?